Yeah, I think for me, in a lot of ways, it always starts with really kind of the theme or the concept or the aesthetic that I'm really interested in, and figuring out how I can model a system that kind of critiques or models it.
My name is Lauren. My name is Kristen Soley.
Adeline. Is Alex Rickett.
My name is Peter, and I am one of the developers of Perfect Woman.
Classroom Aquatic.
This is Discrete Business.
And this is my game, Path. This is a piece I did last year called Aptosis.
The main goal of the lab is to provide a space, a physical space, resources, and a cultural context for making experimental games at UCLA. I'm the director of the Game Lab. I founded the Game Lab a year after I arrived at UCLA. This lab really focuses on games as a creative medium rather than, let's say, educational games. It's both a public-facing center and a research space. We develop software and hardware, and a creative sort of lab, really, for working. For me particularly, I'm interested in the perversity of games. I find them to be a very perverse form of experience. I like Puff because it was unexpected. It was made in my class in response to a pretty open assignment to make a game with a point of view, or a polemical game. And most of the games are very politically correct, sort of like, you know, save the children and, you know, don't blow anyone up and all this and that. And I've always liked games that sort of offered a less common perspective. So Puff is kind of curious because it's sort of a game that celebrates the culture of smoking and kind of how this language and culture developed around smoking cigarettes. And it's like the most sort of politically incorrect thing you could say these days is that smoking is fun and is great, but the game is not talking really about health issues, but just, and maybe a little bit lamenting the loss of that culture. On the other hand, I'd like to posit that making games is very easy, and everyone has a game in them, at least. And I really am kind of curious in, you know, what everyone would make if they made a game that is, removes the technical hurdle. It's a lot of what we also do in this lab. Really to get people with interesting ideas and things to say, to not be intimidated by the technology, and to not think that games are just about animation, graphics, and coding.